Thank you for tuning into the Clay Edwards Show here on YouTube. I wasn't going to do a video about this. I just happened to see it pop up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The fear campaign against Kratom in Mississippi continues without giving the public the slightest opportunity to tell the other side of the story when it comes to Kratom. The city of Ridgeland has officially banned it in a unanimous vote, meaning it will take effect immediately in the city of Ridgeland, and the city of Madison says they're going to be next to ban it, following Gluckstadt and the city of Brandon. I think Brandon was last year. You know, these cities are mayored and ran by some pretty dang good people, and they have absolutely dropped the ball. Gene McGee, Butch Lee, Mary Hawkins Butler, which I'm not the least bit surprised about Mary Hawkins. She battled marijuana and all that too. Surprised that it's taken this long for them to hunt it down and try to ban it. They just didn't know what it was. They didn't even know they had it available in their cities. The only reason it's still available in Madison. So we won't even talk about them because I'm not the least bit surprised. I'm more surprised that it's still available than it not being banned already. Very disappointed in the city of Ridgeland, and I'm very disappointed in all these mayors. There were 8 different bills this year at the legislative session to try to ban it, and it didn't. Not a single one of them passed. Do you think if this stuff was as bad and deadly as they claim it is, that the legislators, however you want to say that, wouldn't have at least passed through one of those bills? Let's listen to the story real quick, and then I'm going to tell you about Kratom.
By Kratom in Ridgeland, you cannot, because it is now illegal. The city of Ridgeland passed an ordinance banning the distribution, purchase, possession, or sale of Kratom, synthetic cocaine, or other synthetic products. Mayor Gene McGee says police will work with businesses to pull that product from their shelves in about 10 days. Now, if you violate the ordinance, you could face 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. Kratom is already illegal in Gluckstadt. The city attorney for Madison says that city is also considering a ban.
All right, so what Kratom is, if you don't know, and I have been fighting for the last 4 years since I've been on the radio against people trying to ban it on a statewide level. And they continue to fail because we continue to win, because we're able to prove that this stuff is not harmful. So there's no statewide ban. But what they're doing, and it wouldn't surprise me the least little bit if Big Pharma isn't coming through and making political campaign donations to these low-level city council people, county board of supervisor members, and these mayors of Mississippi towns to ban Kratom so they can keep people hooked on opioids. Kratom has helped more people beat their opioid addictions than any other single thing outside of God himself. I've interviewed dozens of people, and I've read hundreds and thousands of testimonials from people in recovery, people in church, people on the internet who had been a slave to the opioid cycle, that discovered Kratom, which is like a mild synthetic opioid. Long story short, it's a natural that comes from a damn plant. That's how you know it works. They want it banned. If it didn't work, they wouldn't care. No, just let it go. It don't matter. It don't work. It's not competition to nothing. But these people it saved their lives. It broke the chains of addiction for these people. They can afford their lives now. Kratom is cheap. You get a month's supply for $50, $100. I don't know. It depends on how much you take. I mean, there's higher grades of it, more concentrated gummies and pills and this, that, and the other that they get expensive, admittingly. I was a user of Kratom for a long time. Don't anymore. But I still fight for it because one day they're going to come for something you want, not ban, something that you need, something that you like. They're going to come to ban that. And you're not going to have anybody to help you fight that fight because you weren't there to help other people fight that. That's why I do it. That's why I fight for half the things I do. If it's something I remotely believe in and they're trying to ban it, I'm fighting for it. because I know one day they're going to come for something that I want, and I'm going to need y'all's damn help to keep that legal. I don't know what it is. Maybe they try to ban beer one day. Who knows? It is Mississippi. They love to ban stuff here. I'm very disappointed in these Republicans, these mayors, these city council people, these board of supervisors in these conservative suburban towns. You're going to have blood on your hands when somebody that had beat addiction via Kratom slips back into addiction and they get some, we'll just say some laced Lorcets, pain pills, Norcos, even, God forbid, heroin. And it's laced with fentanyl because our border's wide open. You're going to have blood on your hands knowing that because you crumbled for no reason and rushed to ban Kratom, you're going to have blood on your hands because somebody ended up getting some adulterated, laced, whatever you want to say it, pain pills when they were doing just fine. Kratom wasn't hurting nobody. The people I've seen that are out to attack Kratom, outside of Big Pharma, of course, are little Timmy, little Johnny, little Susie's parents who found it in their cars or in their backpacks. And they don't know what it is. Oh my God. And look, kids under 18 don't need it. If they're somehow getting it under 18, those gas stations, those tobacco stores, whatever, wherever they're getting it from, they should be punished for it. I think you're supposed to have to be 18 to buy it. Hell, I don't know. I didn't discover it until I was in my 40s. I don't exactly get checked for an ID anymore. We've offered middle of the road, meet in the middle type stuff. Put it behind the counter. It is behind the counter, by the way, everywhere. Maybe people have to show an ID. Maybe take it out of the gas stations. Put it in drugstore. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Banning things all the time, knee-jerk reactions, not the answer. It's never the answer. Banning stuff, again, we're supposed to be Republicans, conservatives. That means small government. It doesn't mean restrict everything. It doesn't mean run off and ban things because you're worried about little Timmy, little Susie, little Johnny's parents telling everybody in church on Sunday, well, Mayor so-and-so, City Councilman so-and-so, they don't care about our kids. They wouldn't ban the stuff that they sell at gas stations. And I found it in little Timmy's backpack. Meanwhile, you run out, you rush to ban it. You don't give people who use it the opportunity to come and tell the other side of the story. And like I said, we've been fighting this fight for 4 years. I've had people with the United States Kratom Association fly down here. They've been on my radio show. There's not a single death in America where Kratom is the cause. There was one they tried to blame on Kratom, but the guy also happened to have a gunshot wound. Which one do you think killed the guy? Getting shot or some gas station, all natural Kratom? I wonder which one. For the life of me, I could never figure that out. Then a few months ago, magically, a car wreck happened out here in Rankin County. I want to say over on Old Fannin, if my memory serves me correctly, in the Flowood area, Reservoir area. And they did an autopsy, and they said that the person had Kratom in their system, and they died. Well, obviously, they did an autopsy, they were dead. And they're blaming it on Kratom, having no idea of this wreck because of Kratom. I can't fathom how much Kratom you would have to take to get high enough to wreck your vehicle. They didn't say if they were drunk. They didn't say how the wreck happened. Nothing. They just said, yep, they had a wreck. They died. They had Kratom in their system. Ban Kratom. So Rankin County, ban Kratom. Now, the individual cities within Rankin County can make their own decision to keep or ban something. It's still available in Richland, I believe, and I'm sure some other places, but I know in Richland you can still get it. So anyway, mayor, city councilman, board of aldermen, or city alderman, board of supervisors, whatever you all call them out here, you're going to have blood on your hands when somebody that you know that you might not have known was using Kratom to battle addiction slips back into addiction and died, all because you didn't want to get called out by little Timmy, little Susie, and little Johnny's parents. Just remember, one day you're going to need our help. and we're not going to be there for you. Tune into the Clay Edwards Show every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., 103.9 FM, WYAB. Speaking of banning things here in the state, they banned semaglutide, which is a compounded Ozempic, basically. Long story short, it's a weekly shot you give yourself, works just like Ozempic to lose weight. Very affordable, a couple $100 a month, roughly, $200, $300, $400 a month. Ozempic costs $1,400 a month-ish or more, depending on where you're getting it from and who your doctor is, because your insurance ain't going to cover it. Well, usually they won't. If it's prescribed by a doctor. Anyway, neither here nor there. You know if yours will or not. I'm not going to get into all that. They banned it. And just here in the last few weeks, the State Board of Health has unbanned it because they realized, oh, this is safe and people actually need it. And it's a diabetic preventative as well. Not just a diabetic medicine, a diabetic preventative. Because if you can lose weight and take in less food, take in less sugar, you're less likely to become a diabetic. These people don't always know what they're doing. And that's my point about talking about this. And I'm going to use it as an opportunity to plug a sponsor. If you need to lose 20 pounds or more, if you're worried about your health and you can't afford Ozempic, your insurance won't cover it, reach out to Men's Health in Mississippi. Text weight loss to 601-327-8550. Get an appointment, go out there, do a consultation with the doctors and see if this is right for you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm just letting you know about it. Again, text weight loss to 601-327-8550 before they try to ban it again and you can't get the weight loss medicine you need. Be sure to tune into my radio show one last time every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Check out my website, buyfafo.com. We got these awesome Vote Felon shirts available. It says Make Liberals Cry Again on the bottom down there. We got a few limited sizes left available. And of course, we have the legendary FAFO shirts available too. Hit like, subscribe, share, drop a comment, hit that little bell for notifications so you know when news breaks, we break with it. Thank y'all for watching. Call your city councilman, call your mayors, call your board of supervisors. Let them know to stop banning stuff, at least without giving both sides the opportunity to discuss it first.